Hello, welcome to the Detroit Public Library Leap into Science program. We will be exploring light and shadow. This is our first story called Moon Bear's Shadow by Frank Ash. One day, Bear went down to the pond with his fishing pole and a big can of worms. While he was putting a worm on his hook, he looked down and saw a big fish. "I'm going to catch that fish," thought Bear to himself. But when Bear stood up to throw his line in the water, his shadow scared the big fish away. "Go away, Shadow," cried Bear. But Bear's shadow would not go away. "Okay," said Bear. "If you won't go on your own, then I'll just have to get rid of you." And he put down his fishing pole and began to run. He ran around the pond, and when he got to the other side, he kept on running. He ran through a field of flowers, jumped over a brook, and hid behind a tree. "Good," thought Bear. "Now Shadow can't find me." But Bear was wrong. When he stepped out from behind the tree, the first thing he saw was his shadow. Nearby was a cliff. Bear walked over to the cliff and looked up. "I'll climb so high, Shadow won't be able to follow me," thought Bear. Bear climbed higher and higher until at last he pulled himself up to the top. Huffing and puffing, he smiled with pride. Then he looked down and saw Shadow. Now Bear was very annoyed, so he went home and got a hammer and some nails to nail his shadow to the ground. He hammered and hammered and hammered, but no matter how many nails he hammered, he couldn't nail his shadow down. "If I can't nail him down," thought Bear, "maybe I can bury him." So he got his shovel and dug a hole. When the hole was deep and wide, he let his shadow fall in the hole. Then Bear filled the hole with dirt. When he was finished, it was almost noon. The sun was high in the sky, and Shadow was nowhere to be seen. "At last," sighed Bear, "no more shadow." But now Bear was very tired, so he went inside and took a little nap. While he slept, time passed, and the sun once again cast shadows everywhere. When Bear got up and opened his door, he saw his shadow on the floor. "Not you again!" exclaimed Bear, and he slammed the door, hoping to lock Shadow inside. But Shadow was too quick. Sighed Bear. "How about this? If you let me catch a fish, I'll let you catch one too. Nod your head like this if it's a deal." When Bear nodded his head, Shadow nodded too. So Bear went back to the pond and once again threw his line in the water. By this time the sun was in a different part of the sky, which made it easy for Shadow to keep his part of the deal. And when Bear caught that big fish, Shadow caught one too. Hello, this is our Leap into Science kit, and this is through the Franklin Institute. We'll be having some science experiments using this material that comes in your kit. We have some characters who are in the stories that illustrate light and shadow, and some different items that we use in the experiments. And one of the most important things is your flashlight. That's how we make the shadows. First, you need to twist the bottom part of the flashlight and take the small red plastic out and keep that. We will be using that in one of our experiments. Then you can twist the bottom back on to the flashlight. You can get a parent to help you. And then when you turn on your flashlight, you push the bottom for off and on. And you are all set to be a scientist. Hello, today we're doing our moon bear shadow experiment. Turn on your flashlight, pretend the flashlight is the sun, and shine it on Moon Bear. And you can see how his shadow changes depending on where you put your flashlight. And you can see his shape. When is the sun high or low in the sky? This is what it would look like at noon. And we can't see Moon Bear's shadow, just like in the story. And that's when he went to take a nap. Then when he woke up, he could see his shadow again. Get your fish and let's see the fish shape. And we can see how fish could see Moon Bear's shadow in the water. So you can practice that. Okay, now you can get your cloud, and we can see how the cloud blocks the sun. Or if you have a cloud that has some holes in it, like mine, you can see how you can see through, the sun can come through the clouds. You can use your hand to make shadows. You can see a shadow of your hand. You can make shadow puppets. You could do a bunny rabbit. That's an easy one. And you can also do other things. You can make dogs and other animals. If you have someone hold the flashlight, you can do hand puppets with 2 hands. We've learned some important words today, like light, shadow, shape, and block. You can use your flashlight to make shadows at home or look for shadows that already exist. I use the curriculum ideas from Leap into Science and the Franklin Institute. Have fun with science!